Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a first impression slash swatches review of this Profusion Cosmetics chocolate palette. So I've only used this once. I've not even swatched it yet because I wanted to swatch it for the first time on camera. Like I said, I only used it once. I used it for the first time today and I'm not really happy with the look I have, to be completely honest, but it is what it is. And I'm just excited to swatch this. Just from looking at it, I feel like there is more shimmers than mattes, and there should be more mattes than what there is. But let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to swatch the first shade, which is called Illusion, which is right here, which is the shade I used today. I'm so excited, because I actually enjoy Profusion's formula. It's just not Natasha Denona. That's really pretty, though. I'm going to get a baby wipe out. So this is just like a shimmery white. I mean, I used it on my brow bone today, so looks nice. Kind of powdery. The next shade is called Polite. And I'm going to swatch it on this one. This looks like a very nice, ooh, this is really powdery. Okay, so that's Polite right there. Looks like a nice base shade. I'm going to try it out tomorrow. I can already tell you guys right now, I tried out a lot of new makeup today. I don't like the brow gel. The brow gel, I think I'm going to put in a pile for my declutter, because I'm already planning a second declutter, because I had so much fun doing that declutter. So the next shade is called Winner. Let's see if it is a winner. They feel soft. They do feel soft.
12 coins altogether.
They're just really powdery, is what I'm finding. That is Winner. That is really pretty. But like I said, they're just very powdery. That's what I'm finding with these shades so far, is that they're very powdery, which I had that issue with the Sultry palette, so I'm not really surprised. The next shade is called Tango. It is another shimmer. Like I said, I think that there's too many shimmers in this palette, and there should be more mattes. Okay, switch it right here. And again, I'm just finding it to be very powdery. Like, I actually am blending it out because of how powdery it is, but that's a really pretty shade. It's just not my Natasha Denona quality that I like. And this next shade is called Glory. Okay, that shade I'm not finding to be powdery at all. That's Glory right there. It's not bad. That shade I didn't find powdery. I literally just one swatched it. I like to just swipe it on once and see it like that, so I like that. The next shade is called Solstice. It's another shimmer. And this one also is the same thing like Glory, where it wasn't powdery at all when I swatched it. Not bad. You're gonna get very similar looks, I think, with this palette, because I mean the shades are just like different tones. They're very similar. The next shade is called Focus, right here. It's a bronzy shimmer. And again, not very powdery at all like the other ones were. Like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna swatch right here. Just because I feel like YouTubers actually swatch on this part, but whatever. I'm just gonna give it a try, because it's better than me doing that. The next shade is called Gentle, which is a matte, and it feels very soft. So, very powdery. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but very, very, very powdery. But it's a nice matte banana shade to set. It's even powdery in the pan. Let's see, the next shade is called Conquest. It's a shimmer. Just like that. And back to the powdery formula, but this is a nice color because it's kind of a rose goldy shade. I like that. That is really pretty and very unique in a more chocolate neutral palette, I think. Alright, the next shade is called Sunny, right here. Also powdery again. That's really pretty. It's not the kind of shade I would call sunny. I mean, that's more bronzy than sunny, but whatever. Okay, the next shade is called Lionheart, which I'm actually watching Attack on Titan right now, so I see this and I think of Annie. I'm sorry. This is very powdery also, but they're very buttery. Which I love the Profusion Cosmetics shadows because of how pigmented and pretty they are. I don't think that they do colors very well, which is why I'm scared about that one, but we're gonna see. The next shade is called Carefree. I do wish that this had more mattes in it though. This is a nice palette if it had more mattes. So that's Carefree. Kind of lackluster, but it's not powdery like the other ones were, so kind of seeing a pattern where some are powdery and some are not powdery, but they're all still consistently creamy and buttery smooth. Alright, the next shade is Quest, which is the one I'm very scared about because it is more of a color, and just from my experience with the Sultry palette, colors like this just didn't work very well for me. And already off the bat, it's more pigmented than the Sultry one, but very powdery. Very powdery. But it's more pigmented, so I have hopes that I will get more use out of this palette than I did with the Sultry palette, especially with my change in styles, because I told you guys I'm going through breakup, I'm going through a thing in my life since I had this breakup that I wanted to just try new stuff. Alright, the next shade is Blitz, which I'm very excited about because it looks really pretty. Alright. See if I can get it on camera. That's bad. That's really pretty too. I don't think that you can say that it's not very pigmented because I actually think that that's just the shade. Alright, so I'm gonna swatch on my arm now. Alright, and the next shade is Likeable, which is a matte. Looks like that. It's very close to my skin tone, so this is going to be a very good setting of base shade for me, which I like, but I just don't, like I said, I don't feel like there's enough mattes in here to go with all these shimmers. I'll talk about that later. Alright, next shade is Hidden, which is another matte. There's like 5 mattes in this palette. That's a really pretty transitional shade in my opinion. Alright, the next shade is called Adventurous, which is another matte. I think there's only like 5, 6, and there's only 8 mattes in this palette. That is another really pretty transitional shade. Alright, Mic Drop is this shade right here. Looks like that. That one was not powdery at all. Really pretty, really buttery smooth. The next shade is called Groovy, which is a matte, one of the 8 mattes. This one is very powdery. It looked patchy at first, so this might be one of those shades that you just have to blend with it, because it kind of did look patchy on the first swatch. Alright, next is Cypress. That's a pretty shade. Ooh, that's not pigmented at all. This is what I'm talking about with the Sultry palette, is when you had like darker greens and darker blues and the purple, this is what you would get. Not pigmented at all. But it looks super pretty in the pan, just not pigmented. And the last shade is VIP, which is a matte black, which I'm hoping will be good. And that is amazing. Okay, so I just swatched this whole palette, and like I said, I would save my thoughts to the end because I've only used this once, but off of swatches, I think that there are some hits and some misses in this palette. I'm really excited to use it. I mean, it's going to be a very neutral palette, which is the kind of looks I've been going for lately, because you guys know I tried a black lip today, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, that black, though, saves this palette for me, because look at that. Like, look at that. That's amazing. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am excited to continue to play around with this. So I like this off the swatches. I just think that there's too many shimmers and there needs to be more mattes. This is definitely not a, in my opinion, one and done palette. You're not going to buy this palette and only use this palette. I personally feel like you will need to reach into other palettes to make this palette work. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. All that social media great stuff. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.